73. Because they were both hard workers, Tetsudo thought that he understood Oikawa better than anyone. I'll be very direct. If you comply now, I can settle this before things get out of hand. That's a fine idea. Is what you expected me to say? He smirked, high and mighty. Tetsudo's face tightened. He was not willing to give up even an inch of his position. Time was counted as he could already hear his colleagues' footsteps in the alley as stressful ticks. The only way he could think of to make him surrender was through brute force. To be honest, he was reluctant to use it on his mate, but greater stakes were involved. Has anyone seen the last piece of my super limited autumn edition black chocolate topping chestnut cream and meringue puff? Asked Sugawara. 73. Timer hit 0. Mission failed. All Sugawara could see while entering First Division's quarters was Kuro pushing Oikawa against a desk while trying to take back his said extra rare pastry he queued hours to buy. Sugawara cracked his infamous devilish sweet smile. May I ask what you are doing? Oh, Tsuga-chan, babbled Oikawa, mouthful of meringue. The innocently distorted sorries he muttered couldn't reach his ears. Fortunately, when Daichi stepped in, the tension dropped. You owe me at least 2 dinners, Oikawa. Sugawara immediately withdrew and let the culprit free, with a piercing look of disapproval. The dead corpse of this pastry was forgotten on the murder scene, Inoshita's newly acquired desk. Tetsudo sighed. Not only did he have to clean up after him, but his partner's luckiness was 3 times higher than his crime coefficient. 70. Lighting a cigarette on the terrace felt less intimate with the huge neon lights and ads popping in here and there within eyesight. Yet, if he focused enough on his breath, they would all vanish beneath the dense smoke. Arms suddenly wrapping around his waist dispelled the whitish veil. Oikawa was shamelessly resting his head on his shoulder. If it weren't fatigue and late night, he would have been scolded. I wanted to kiss you, but didn't expect that you would stink like smoke, Tetsu-chan. You got what you deserved. Sugawara stopped by the veranda when he saw the 2 lovebirds. Despite the smell, Oikawa stayed clung to Kuro. Fresh air break will wait. As he was enjoying the evening coffee indoors, Koshi couldn't help to imagine what would happen next. The restroom's strong light was brushing Oikawa's back, allowing the 2 of them to stand at the boundary between work life and intimacy. 67. Since the first hour of the morning, Oikawa was screaming to everyone, that is to say, the front desk employees, his colleagues, the lab, and even the cleaners, several times each, how his hue was gradually getting clearer, tending towards the most beautiful power blue he ever saw, as he liked to say. Cut it out already. We are all sick of you. Oh, really? Tetsu-chan? And he launched a surprise kiss on his cheek. Even million times of scolding could not stop him from being a bit too intimate at work. Behind the half-embarrassed, half-annoyed smile Tetsudo gave, Oikawa caught a glimpse of the flames of punishment lying deep in his brown glare. 65. When Tetsudo stepped into the laboratory, no sight of Oikawa messing here and there like an annoying fly trying to get attention, only familiar blue screens, way too bright for his half-awakened eyes. Where's that pain in the ass? On mission, investigating the small giant. This case slipped between his hands after months of work leading to nothing but dead ends. Tetsudo let it be and took a seat on the couch. At least, the investigation was still ongoing and led by a competent investigator. As Kuro was most likely going to stay here until Kenma arrives, Koshi offered him a cup of tea, newly bought. To be honest, Kuro was quite lucky, and he knew it, being able to taste the most refined drinks and meals Koshi had in stock. He wouldn't bother doing this for everyone at the bureau. Koshi's burning desire of asking personal questions, as they were alone, couldn't be held any longer. In a blink, he finished his report to sit in front of Kuro, staring at him with an overly curious look. Don't you think you're crossing a line? Skeptically asked the concerned. No. Come on, it has been a long time since we got to talk one-on-one. Tetsudo sighed. In the end, Sugawara was also a pain in the ass of his kind.